I want you to own it. I want you to own the fact that you are an empath and embrace it. Love it. You have been given a beautiful gift of being an empath, and I want you to own it and love on yourself. Now, first thing you need to do is remember that you come first. Your mental, emotional, and physical wellness comes first. You cannot show up for others if you don't show up for yourself first. And with that, that means that you have to heal from any trauma that you may have endured. So once again, you come first. Always remember that your well-being comes first. The next tip that I have for you guys is to ground. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm out in nature with my shoes off and I'm grounding right now. Nature just has a natural healing energy, so it's important for you to constantly go out in nature when you can, ground when you can, so you can receive all of that positive energy, healing energy that's just naturally in nature. The next tip I have for you empaths out there is to unplug. That is so important, and that's something that I really would want you guys to do every single day, is to take time out and literally unplug. Go somewhere where it's quiet so you can meditate and you can breathe. Also, with unplugging, that means unplugging from social media, unplugging from any outside noise, especially anything that's of negativity. The next thing that I want you guys to do is have boundaries. And when I say have boundaries, that's not just saying no and knowing that it's okay to say no. That also means say yes to yourself. Once again, that kind of ties into the first thing I said of loving on yourself and you coming first. So say yes to yourself. And when it comes to other people, only say yes when that typical that certain thing resonates with you. That's the only time you should say yes to yourself, or when things really resonate with you. Not only do you want to have boundaries when it comes to saying yes and saying no, but you also want to be conscious of conversations that you have. You have to remind yourself that other people's issues are not your issues. So don't take on those things. And also too, limit your physical contact, because when you do touch people, especially when you hug on somebody, there's an exchange of energy. So you may want to be mindful to limit your physical contact. The next tip that I have for you guys is to take an honest inventory. When you're having certain thoughts or certain feelings, you may want to stop and ask yourself, is this really my feelings, or is this someone else's feelings? When you're easily stimulated by other people, you can kind of grab onto their energy and their feelings. So just make sure you do a self-check, really quick inventory, and just be mindful. Okay, I'm feeling this way, I'm having these certain thoughts. Are they really mine? That kind of brings me into my next tip. Before you go to bed, you want to release any of that energy that is not yours. Okay? And not only do you want to release that energy, especially if you're saying like, I release this negative energy, I release energy that I picked up from today that is not for me or not good for me. I just release that negative energy and send it out. Make sure that you replace it back with love, okay? And collect back the love and positiveness in order to replace those negative feelings that you have released for that day. The last tip that I have for you guys is journaling. Journaling is a great way to clear your mind and get out any negativity on paper, thoughts or feelings on paper, or even positive things on paper. So journaling is just an excellent source that you can do. By the way, don't forget to look at Amazon and check out the journals that I have on Amazon. I also have a gratitude journal that can also help when it comes to journaling and kind of releasing or making sure you remember the positivity that happened throughout your day. So hopefully these tips will help my fellow empaths out there. And until next time, be well and take care of yourself, then other people.